Welcome to another WilloWisdoM podcast. I'm Heidi. Let's talk about saying and doing all the wrong things to each other so we can stomp away mad. You're right. Now, let's talk instead about remembering to take a deep breath and maintain our connection when we get offended. It's for the animals. This is a complicated podcast because I want to give it the right amount of humor and seriousness, and I don't want to come off as preachy. I'm in no position to judge. I have no reason to preach. Stay tuned, in fact, for a list of my failings with my beloved companions over the years. So much of what we share may bring up unpleasant feelings in us. It may trigger us. But to move ahead for our animals, let's agree to accept what we did before. We didn't know a better way yet. I have trained myself to let go of regret because I know what happens now and in the future is something I can change. If you're not already a pro at this, I can help you do the same, or at least I'll try. Full disclosure, here's the bad stuff. I'm not known for tact. If something I say or write triggers you, right here and now, let me tell you most sincerely, I apologize. It was not my intent. It doesn't further the discussion. And most likely we're on the same page and I just wasn't clear enough, so I apologize for that. Let's look at why I feel offended. I can speak for myself, but I think it applies to all of us. Guilt, shame, regret at the things I didn't know, or the choices that I made, and now I'm looking at, with tears in my eyes, on behalf of the companion animal, I hurt by doing it. That feeling of offense comes from inside of me. I'm triggering myself. The other person isn't offending me or doing something to me. No one can make me feel offended. I may not like how someone acts or the things they say. If it doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things, like protecting our companion animals and helping them live a better life, I will let it go and I will let that person go. If you know me, you've probably heard me say once or many times, I will not burn a bridge with another person, but I will let them burn the bridge. And thereafter, I will accept being polite and friendly, but there is never going to be that connection we had before. But that's only if I don't have something to gain from this. I do look at when I'm triggered, if it does matter. And I hope that, and I think we're all here to agree that these things we're talking about do matter. How we treat the animals who improve our lives is important. I commit to setting aside the chip on my shoulder because what we're doing is more important than my reactivity. I'll keep saying to myself, grow up, Heidi. Let's start a conversation. I told you I would tell you about the mistakes I've made. Here are a few. I have fed substandard kibble from grocery store pet aisles. I did eventually notice the negative effects on my animal's health, and I did research, and I'll share that with you. Supporting casual breeders who whacked off poodle puppy tails. You're not going to believe this, but the best dog I've ever known, Willoughby, actually came from one of those situations. His tail was whacked off as a puppy. It's unnecessary. It's something we really need to stop doing. I know that now. Declawing a cat. 30 years ago, guys, I was blessed with companionship with this absolutely amazing cat named Squisher. Story for another day. But for a reason I don't believe has any merit now, I did have Squisher declawed. I regret it today. I would never do it again. I feel deep sadness about the effect on Squisher. Hopefully to help you feel better for Squisher, not for me or my choice, I'll let you know that he's been gone a very long time. He lived a very long, happy life. He was a very weird and wonderful cat. And so I'm grateful for my time with him. And forever, Squisher, I apologize to you for what I did. Buying a companion from a pet store. Once upon a time, I bought Duchess, the harmless hamster, from a pet store. There are much better places to get companion animals. One of the best, obviously, is rescue, because so many people, as we know, get animals they're not prepared for and then need to give them away. And it's important always, don't be preachy, Heidi. It's important always that they have a safe place to go and to land. Speaking of which, WilloWisdoM is a safe place for us. I promise not to judge you. As you hear, it may be hypocritical of me to do so. If it sounds like I am, call me out and give me a chance to reconsider or explain. And I should add, I promise not to judge myself. Y'all might need to help me with that. This is a supportive community. Ask questions, be honest, and commit to doing the very best for our best friends. However, running a business that profits either accidentally or on purpose off of the pain or fear of our companions is never going to fly. Let's reach out and help businesses do better and find businesses and support them that put the welfare of our companion animals first. How important it is to be supportive of people too, not to tear down each other, to help each other learn, because we are the ones who are going to be there for our companion animals and make sure that they live the life they deserve for all of the many things they give to us. So being supportive of each other is key. The older we get, the less we know. Have you ever heard that before? I happen to love that. And the older I get, the more I love it. Wisdom is gained by experience and practice. I'm excited to build a community with you that has good judgment and fabulous support for each other. Did you cringe about something I shared because you already know a better way? Please trust me when I say I'd love to know what you know. Reach out so we can talk. Learning from each other is fabulous, and I'm committed to a life of learning. There's always a better way, isn't there? Our companion animals, as I said before, give so much to us. We owe it to them to give them the best life possible, a better life than yesterday. We haven't even scratched the surface of everything that's possible, epiphanies yet to come, of all of the many things, the wonderful things we can do with the help of our companion animals. Decades ago, we didn't know how successful horses are at drawing out people in emotional pain or those unable to connect in another way. We didn't know that dogs can sense chemical and electrical changes in our bodies and let us know so we can fix it. Things like approaching heart attack or seizure or sugar levels that are too high or low. I want to look back with you in 10 years and be thrilled by our accomplishments, to know we made a difference and the human race benefited from our work right alongside the animals. You give me hope and inspiration. I'm not offended anymore. Thank you. And thanks for listening. Please share, especially to those who belong with us, those who can help, and those who need to hear what we have to say. Have a great day, guys.